Hey, welcome back to the deeper dive. Today's video is very exciting. Would like to cover Velo and a few different things that I think are very important to have in your understanding and in your knowledge about Velo. And yeah, let's dive straight into things. So, first off, here, I'm just on the Velo page for this introduction, but I would like to cover Mike Kennedy, which Michael Kennedy was the founder and led Zelle Payments Network, which is the largest payments network in the United States. And Mike Kennedy actually was CEO of Interstellar when they were acquired by Velo Labs, in which he was CEO of the joint company. And I thought this was really interesting because, of course, the guy who founded the largest payment networks in the world is CEO of the company that is going to be one of the largest payment services in the world. Now, we can go on to this next post here. I would like to show you guys, I found this a little while back now, although this was from Lightnet's LinkedIn, and they said, delighted to have had the JP Morgan team visit our booth at Money 2020. Their support and help are greatly appreciated, and we look forward to achieving success through our partnership. So I thought this was interesting that they had this partnership, and this wasn't very talked about. I did not see this online, I did not see this posted on news articles online, although I did see this post. And wow, guys, this is exciting. JP Morgan teamed with Lightnet. If they're using their services, we know that Lightnet uses Velo, at least primarily to my understanding. Now, we could go ahead and check out this video here. And this is Mr. Chidbody from Lightnet. And I'll play this for you guys here and just take a listen.
Some of our key partners include people like CP Group, which operate one of the largest cash and cash out in South Asia, Seven Bank, which is the owner of 7-Eleven in Japan. We also have UOB Bank. We have Visa Network. We have MoneyGram as our key partner who are pledged to use our corresponding network. One thing that I want to highlight is that because we're a universal hub, any partner can just do one API with us.
So wow, guys, I hope you were listening. He said that their main partner was CP Group, and then on top of that, Seven Bank. Now, that's where I want to touch on here just for the moment, which if we go ahead here, I would like to take a look at this ledgerinsights.com post, which this is from 2020, January 13th. And they said how we project that within 3 years, Lightnet will facilitate over $50 billion worth of annual transactions through our industry-leading partner network. Wow, $50 billion is quite a lot. And if that goes through Velo, that will be quite high volume and a lot of money flowing through the asset. Now we can continue on to this Bangkok post, which is from 2020 as well. I did previously showcase this in my first video, although I thought it would be interesting to look back on and show this how they said, we are making transactions with SCB and 7-Eleven. We are also probably the first blockchain startup in the world backed by 8 leading conglomerates. Now, I did say that part in the previous video, as well as this, which I thought was interesting. I think Lightnet will have an IPO when fintech is accepted as an equal to a bank. Wow. A bank, you say? That would be exciting for Velo. And if we continue going on here, this is TransferMate, which is one of Lightnet's partners. We can see how they have Lightnet listed alongside all of these banks. Big ones like Barclays, ING, which is now Capital One, I believe, Wells Fargo. I'm not sure about these other ones, but I know that these are some big players. I just thought it was interesting to note how they labeled them a bank and financial institution, and not a software provider or their own category. We can continue on here to a post by Transformate about their partnership, and we can read here how it says, this is from Mr. Richard Bodie once again. The partnership between Lightnet and Transformate will be a significant milestone in expanding our remittance services to a wider client base. We aim to enhance our customer experience and remove transaction barriers. This partnership is a positive step in achieving these objectives. Wow, okay. Now let's go on. I want to read this part here. Plugging into Transformate's infrastructure saves our partners millions of dollars in terms of time and cost that would be spent acquiring their own licenses and building rails into multiple countries. We want to bring down barriers to international trade, reduce costs, and increase efficiencies for businesses around the world, and this partnership is a major step towards achieving that goal. Now, this was interesting the way that they worded this. They said plugging into Transformate's infrastructure. Plugging what in? Lightnet or Velo? Because they said how it's going to save their partners millions of dollars in time and cost about licenses, as well as in international trade, reducing costs and increased efficiencies, which is what Velo would help do. Lightnet themselves cannot accomplish this because if they did not have Velo, they would be just like a traditional payment rail, although this is where Velo would step in. So I think this was a little hint about that. Now, I would like to continue on to this post, which is from Polly, which is 0x Sushi on Twitter, if you would like to check them out. They have a nice, interesting platform, and this was about the Orbit app from Velo. And we can see here how in the Telegram, one of the moderators said how, before we can't say that Orbit can use on 7-Eleven stores in Thailand. Now we can. So they were pretty much just saying that now they can confirm that Orbit will be a possible use case when you are buying things in stores in 7-Eleven, which is huge. So on that note, and we know back from this video how he said 7bank was one of their partners with Lightnet, assuming that these partners use Velo, we can see here how Japan's 7-Eleven sales, now 7bank operates the 7-Elevens in Japan, which these sales in 2022 were reportedly a sales revenue of 872 billion Japanese yen. Convert that to dollars, and we have roughly $6 billion, which would be a huge influx of capital going through Velo if they made some switch to using Yasset, or people had the ability to, which will be happening when Orbit drops. I'm expecting it this quarter, which is Q3 of 2024. We can also see how the 7-Eleven Thailand sales look, which was 399.6 billion Thai baht. Now, convert this to dollars, and you can see that it is roughly $11 billion. Not very roughly, actually, it is $687 million over 11 billion. Although either way, the daily transaction volume on Velo, if it captured a lot of this, could be crazy. The price of Velo could go crazy. I am very excited for this Orbit launch. It is going to be very interesting. I want you guys to let me know what you think of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And I think we are in for a very exciting ride, guys. Things are looking so bright for the future. I can't even explain. Let's go, Valorians. Everything is amazing. Orbit launch is looking great. The giveaway with the Thai bot is looking perfect. Everybody have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Peace out, folks.